You and me, we are both going to die. We don't know when, but for certain, we are both going to die. Now you know that. I know that. But sometimes we know it, but we don't accept it. We don't believe it to be true. We push it into this far off place in our mind. I know I certainly do, of this like, I'm gonna live forever, I got all the time in the world. It's not true. We don't know when we're gonna go, and we are going to fucking die. And that's a very nice lens to look at life through. And I kind of look at my life like I'm living this dream, that this is a dream reality in which I can do whatever I please, that nothing should hold me back because the game resets. Everybody's memory gets wiped. Nothing remains in quite a small period of time. That's very worrying to think about, but also very liberating. Now, these are 10 questions, 10 uncomfortable questions to ask yourself to unlock the life you actually want to live, to unlock a life that is not wasted. Because so many people just go through life on autopilot, too scared to take a risk, too scared to go after the passion or the thing they want because they fear somebody else might not like them. When at the end of the day, the game gets wiped to zero, everybody goes, all you get is the experience, the people you love, the things you did. I like to live my life every single day, just fucking raring to go, just like a fucking greyhound straight out of the gates. Jumping into the day because we're the youngest we'll ever be, we're the richest we'll ever be. There's no chance, me or you, we have $100 million when we're 80 years old. There's no chance we wouldn't swap every penny to be 27 years old or however old you are. No chance. So we're the richest we'll ever be. And we spend so much of our time thinking, I'm not there yet. I'm not rich yet, I'm not doing the thing I want to do yet, I can't enjoy life yet. Without realizing we are squandering the time of being the richest we'll ever be in our lives. And I'm passionate about this. Living this way is unlocked a life I enjoy living. Unlocked a life that I'm happy with, and I want the same for you. And I think these questions will help you get there. They will help you at least get honest with yourself about where you should go and that you should begin today and you shouldn't wait another second to go after what you truly want. Question number 1, when did you stop doing the thing that made you feel most alive, and what excuse did you give yourself? I remember when I did this, and the thing I stopped doing was I stopped making videos. When I was about 16, 17, 18, I was making a lot of videos with media studies at school. I had this idea of being an actor or at least someone on TV. And when I turned 18, I realized you needed money in the club, and I went to university and I wanted to impress girls, and I pushed that to the back of my mind, and I said, I can't do that right now. I can do that when I'm rich, make videos and stuff. But right now I need to get a sales job, and I need to do this thing to make money, to get girls, to have status, to have an apartment and all these things. It wasn't until 3 or 4 years later I rediscovered my passion for filmmaking. I moved to Thailand and took a risk, and I started doing the thing that I was passionate about. And surprise, surprise, when I started doing the thing I had passion for, everything started to fall into place. It wasn't easy, but fuck, I was passionate about it, and I still am, so it feels easy. I could do this for the rest of my life as I feel right now. I love making videos. I love putting together little films, things like this. And that passion's rare, and you have one as well. Look back into your childhood. What did you love doing? Another one of mine I've kind of re-picked up is playing the guitar and music and singing. I like to sing. I like the way playing music and singing makes me feel alive. What is that thing for you that you had when you were younger that people said to you, oh, you're talented at that thing, that you just fucking forgot about because you had to get serious and do real life like everybody else? The chances of us being here is 1,000,000,000 to 1. We're on a rock, middle of infinite galaxy that we have no idea how it came into existence. They tell us that billions of years ago there was nothing, Big Bang happened, then there was something. That entire concept is completely fucked up the more you think about it. The fact we're here is already a miracle. There's nothing to be scared of in this world. There's nothing to be scared of on this plane of thought. In our capitalistic society, it's very, very simple compared to the secrets of the universe. So that's one to think about. Rediscover that passion. I believe in living your life with fire and passion. Don't just fucking do something because it's the safe or normal way. Fuck that. Take some risk. That's what I've done. It served me well. Second question. If no one was watching, what would you do? If you were not scared of the judgment of others, what would you be doing with your life? Just ask yourself that question in your mind. Genuinely, if nobody was watching, what would you do? If there was no risk. Right now to you, there feels like there's risk and there's judgment. If there wasn't, what would you do? Now you've got to trick yourself into doing that when there is judgment. Because we know, we've broken it down. Judgment means nothing. There is no judgment in this world. Only God? only God can judge us. And that's really what it comes down to. I remember when I first moved to Thailand, one of the reasons I moved away from the UK into Thailand is because I wanted to become a new person. I wanted to reignite my passion. I found that difficult to do around other people. It's hard. So I went and took this time alone in another country where no one knew me. And I created a new version of me. And by the time I came back, the people at home, the people in the UK, they had to understand that that was me now. And they saw how much I'd changed. Overcoming that judgment, sometimes it does take taking yourself away from the situation you're in. But you've got to remember that judgment means nothing. People only judge you because they're scared of being judged themselves. Most of your judgment, your biggest critiques, the most hate you ever receive will come from someone that wants the thing that you're going after, and they're just jealous that you're going for it because they in themselves have no idea how you can do it. No idea how you can be confident enough to go after your dream, and it makes them angry at themselves that they've resigned to this life of mediocrity. Don't be that person. Don't put other people down either. Don't make fun of people anymore if you do that. I'm sure you guys don't. But don't think about things like that. When you see something you like, admire it and ask how somebody got it. But don't shoot people down because you're shooting yourself down, that future version of you. In your head, you will never become something that you don't like. If you look at money or somebody who's rich and says, all rich people are bad, your subconscious mind will not allow you to become something that you think is bad. You've got to remove all of that. Go after the thing you want as if no one was watching. Number 3 is on dating. Are you going to, one, have children or stay with for the rest of your life the woman that you are with right now? And for some people, that's a very easy yes. I think some people think about dating differently to me. I've personally never really had that feeling. I've always been kind of realistic that I change a lot. And even though I love this person right now, most likely in the future, this isn't going to be the person I end up with. I change too much and I'm not explored enough of my life. I'm very honest with myself about that. And therefore, I don't deep the relationship too much. I don't say to the woman, yes, we're going to get married and have children together. I don't get hung up on that. And I'm also happy to let them go if our paths don't really mix together properly. A lot of people feel when they first start dating a lot of possession towards a woman, that they don't want anyone else to have them. And you've got to honestly ask yourself, well, do you see yourself giving this woman children or being with her for the rest of your life? And if the answer is no, then just be chill. You can have a great time, you can have a great relationship. But if the answer to that question is no, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about that relationship. You don't have to get stressed over it or what she's doing. Let her be free. Let her go and find that thing. You go and do your own thing. Ask yourself that question honestly, because sometimes if you don't see it with an end game and it gets in the way of your life, you are simply wasting time looking after comfort. Number 4, are you proud of yourself when you look in the mirror when nobody else is watching? This is important as you become successful. As you become successful, you get accolades and you get things that other people find endearing. You have great experiences or money or some status, and other people tell you you're great. And I can tell you from experience, it means very little if you don't look in the mirror and see yourself as being great. You cannot accept love from others unless you love yourself. In order to love yourself, your actions have to align with the person you want to become. It's as simple as that. The more promises you break to yourself, the more bad shit you do when you're alone and no one's watching, the more mistakes you know you've made that you shouldn't have done when you're alone, they all damage your confidence. And it's very important to build a life that when you look in the mirror and there's nobody there, when nobody cares about your money or the amount of status you have or the girlfriend you have or the clothes you wear, when you look in the mirror, are you proud? And that's also a very easy thing to achieve. It doesn't take money to be proud of yourself. It doesn't take accolades to be proud of yourself. It takes turning up, sticking to your word and being better than you were yesterday. That's all it takes on a long enough time frame. And you can do that. You control that. That's where I choose to get my confidence from. You base your confidence on views, it can disappear. You base it on fame, it can disappear. You base it on money, it can disappear. You base it on your girlfriend, your friends, your unit. All you have at the end of the day is you. And that's where your confidence should come from. Did I turn up for myself? Am I proud of myself when I'm alone? Because you know everything. You know what goes on in your mind. Treat yourself like a person you have been tasked with looking after, a young person. Like if someone gave you a child and said, look after this child. Speak to them nicely. Look after them. That's how you should treat yourself. If you could choose to have any physique, would you choose the one that you have now? And this I needed to ask myself at times in my life. I love my physique right now. Am I still chasing bigger and better? Obviously. What else are we gonna do? I fucking love gym. But for a lot of people, they look in the mirror and rather than see physiques they admire and believe they could get there, they say, no, I'm content, I'm happy with the way I look now. Look in the mirror, and if you would design your video game character differently, go and fucking start designing it differently, because you get one life. If you don't dress the way you'd like to dress, if you don't look the way you'd like to look, go and change those things. Don't wait for it to happen. It happens through action. When I started out on social media, I had a couple of moles on my face. My teeth were all fucked up. I didn't have as much muscle mass. I just didn't look as good. And then throughout my journey, I've worked on these things. I thought, well, no, to be honest, would I keep the moles or would I take them away? If I could, I'll take them away. Went and got this surgery, got them taken out. You don't even know they were there. Same with my teeth. Would I keep they're okay. Would I keep these teeth if I could change them to something else? No, I'll go and get them done. And this takes time, but it makes a very big difference to your confidence and who you see in the mirror. And I'm not saying it has to be anything crazy, but don't kid yourself when people say to you, oh, you look fine how you are right now, Jimmy. Jimmy, I've always loved your buck teeth. They're not that bad. They are bad, Jimmy, and you know it. Go and fix them. And it's just one of those things that you have to do it through action. You have to do it through identifying what you want to change in yourself, and that's okay. And be honest with yourself in the mirror. If I could pick to look at something else, would I? How can I build that for myself? And then look in that mirror and love what I see. And that's part of purpose as a man. A large part of a man's initial purpose in his life when he doesn't know what he wants to do yet is just become the strongest, best looking version of himself he can. Find purpose in that, because it's going to help you in whatever else you decide to do. I don't know what number we're on now, but if you could do anything and succeed, what would you do? Tell me now. What's in your brain now? Without thinking too long, without thinking if it's possible, what came into your head straight away? That's what I want to know. For me, I'll be a film director. It would just instantly come into my head. Hollywood film director, or just big movie director. Big fucking action movies, race cars and beautiful women. I want to bring the old style action hero back. The old fucking action hero movies. The fucking beautiful girl and the alpha male character and some epic special effects and awesome storylines and characters. I loved 80s movies. For me, that's the thing that pops in my mind. If I could do anything and succeed, I would be in Hollywood making movies, because I love the process, I love creation, I love storytelling. And I think we've all got that dream that even to me now appears very difficult, very far away, very hard to get to, but it is possible. You can get to it. Don't lie to yourself that you can't, and just start taking the small steps to get there. My small steps are I make YouTube videos and practice my craft, and we've got a great cinematic coming for you next Friday we've been working on for a while. We'll show a bit more of that movie skill and try and build that into our YouTube that we make. But find that thing and go after that thing you could do if you couldn't fail, because I believe you can't fail. I don't think you can if you turn up for an entire lifetime working on a certain thing that you were passionate about, and you just get 1% better, and you keep throwing your hat in the ring, and you never give up, and you never stop, and you never return to that life of comfort, and you just keep trying. Fuck, it could take you a decade, but you will get there. And I really think if there is that one thing, you can choose it and you can go for it, because you need purpose to get through the hard days. The prize has got to be big enough to fight through the hard days. And most people choose a reasonable prize. They don't choose the prize they want. They choose this middle prize, an average prize. And the prize for living the life, the disciplined life to get there, the prize doesn't excite them. It's like if I told you if you make videos every day for a year, at the end of the year, you could have a Honda. like a 2010 Honda. Or if I told you if you make videos for a year, you can have a LaFerrari. Which one are you going to be more motivated towards? The way you choose your purpose and the thing you really set your sights on you want to do, make it fucking exciting. So on the days that you don't want to do it, you remember why you're in the game. Don't choose average. Everyone chooses average. Not many people have the balls to dream big, and it means there's less competition for the top stuff. When was the last time you did something that genuinely scared you? Fear, the adaptation of the brain, and fear is what makes you grow as a man. It's what builds maturity. The more fear you can conquer, the more mature you become, the wiser you become. It's why I've had fights, professional boxing fights, fights in front of people. It's why I ride motorbikes or jet skis or go on adventures or solo travel to Thailand, because that fear that we all feel about most things that we do, your brain adapts to it. The things you're scared of now, once you've conquered them, you will no longer be scared of those things. Your fear tolerance increases and life becomes easier. The life that you want is always on the other side of a fear, something that you're too scared to do right now. The best feelings in life are just after you've overcome that fear. I don't know if you guys have ever been up on stage or sang a song or acted or gone into a big meeting and crushed it. Or it's that fear that makes the thing feel good afterwards. It's when you pull it off. It's like the best place to live, in my opinion. That's what I chase. What am I so fucking scared of right now? That if I did it, I would just feel this elation. You should get addicted to that high of overcoming fears. That feeling when you go and ask a girl for a number and you're shit scared. And you get the number, and you walk away, and you're like, boom, I'm the fucking man. You can have that for all areas of your life. You can kind of live life like that. That's why I ride the Ducati. I was riding it today. I get scared of going on that beast. It's a bike that could kill me quite easily. It's a 1,100cc. It's like a fucking rocket, fucking piss missile. And I get on that, and I think, it's the fucking day. I'm a bit fucking scared here. And then I get off and I go in the gym and I come home and I'm safe, and I get that little bit of relief of overcoming that fear and riding well. And I like to live my life that way. I'm addicted to the fear zone. Fears are these things that have prizes in them. View every fear as like you unlock a little Easter egg after. That's how life seems to run for me. One you've got to get real on is, are the people closest to you pushing you forwards, or are they quietly relieved that you're not going too far? It's difficult sometimes to leave the people you have around you because of that comfort. A lot of your discovery it's when you spend time alone though. Spending time away from people, you've got to discover who you are without the comfort of others to have your back, without other people's ideas. Spend some time on your own and realistically look at your life and say, do these people actually want the best for me? And most people will look at their lives and the answer will be no. The people you spend the most time with, you're normally fucking masturbating each other. And I don't mean physically, ideally not, that is weird. But you're mentally masturbating each other most of the time in most friend groups. You kind of all keep each other in this bubble of, this is our hierarchy in our group, and instead of all expanding and going after what you truly want. And maybe that's not the case. Maybe you've got great friends. Like I've got great friends around me. We're always pushing each other to the next level. But you've got to know, do these people want the best for you? And if they don't, would it really be that bad being alone and going after what you truly want? What's one great adventure you'd love to have that's been playing on in your mind? Decide it, book it, go on it this year. Just book it in this year. I remember for me it was, I watched The Beach, Leonardo DiCaprio. Back when I was working my 9 to 5, I thought, holy fuck, the backpacker in Thailand, he just goes there and he finds the secret island. I want to go there. That's awesome. I want to do that with my life. And it was that adventure and it was that risk, and I was scared and I didn't know whether to book the ticket. And I booked that one-way ticket and I got on that flight. It was one of the best things I ever did in my life. And you've got that adventure in you. For me, mine's Kilimanjaro. Fuck me, if I haven't climbed Mount Kilimanjaro by the end of the year, do something bad to me. I'm going to climb it. There's one adventure you play around in your mind. For some reason, I'm hooked on Kilimanjaro. I don't know why. It just seems exciting to me. And I really think a lot of life's lessons are held in adventures. They're not held in as much as I can give you knowledge now. They're not held in videos or books. Like a lot of your true lessons, the things you need to learn in your life, they come from a fear of adventure. And that's really what a man should be. We've lost a lot of that. Like, there used to be great adventurers. A man's profession would be to adventure to foreign lands, to find new things. And we still have that in us. Book an adventure with your friends. Book a solo adventure, a camping trip, wilderness survival. Go and do something that you've been wanting to do for a while, but you're scared of. For me, I'm scared. I don't know about climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. I don't know about going for a week in Alaska alone. Can I do it? Can I not? That's why it's important. That's why you have to ask the question. That's why you have to do the thing, because growth is on the other side of that. And finally, number 10, what's one skill others have that you are jealous of? That you talk down on when someone else has a skill, or you think in your head, oh, fuck that bastard, he's so good at that. I wish I was good at that. And start working on that skill. It will provide so much happiness to your life. You look at the guy, for me it's guitars. Like you see someone shred a guitar solo, it's the coolest thing in the world. It used to be motorbikes. See someone ride a motorbike. And I thought in my head, oh, I want to do that. Let me learn to ride a motorbike. I'll be that guy. And it would give me so much enjoyment in my life. I really love bikes. And I love guitar as well. I've got 2 guitars in my room. I play a little bit of guitar. I need to do more. But it's that one skill others have. Why can't you have it? Look at someone like James Bond, and you speak multiple languages, and you've got all these different skills. You can shoot guns, drive fast cars. That's what life as a man is: skill development, skill acquisition, the skills that really make you a man, that you're jealous of seeing other people have. You can have them too. You can learn anything in this day and age, absolutely anything you want. You just have to decide and put the time into it, and you become this man that after a year of doing this, the progress stacks up and you don't recognize yourself. You look in the mirror and you go, holy shit, new physique, making more money, fucks way more girls, plays the fucking guitar, speaks 2 languages, builds Lego on the weekends, drives a motorbike. There's all these things that you can do too if someone else does it. Progress is this, 1% a day, learning a little bit for a long time. That's a nice way to live your life. So hopefully this chat, me and you sitting and chatting together, hopefully that's just helped you realize that if there was something in your life that you're putting off, no matter how wealthy you are, no matter how successful you are, if there is a way of life that you want to be living, go and live that way. Don't regret a day, and don't fear. Have no fear. I shall not fear. Come from a good friend of mine, Royal Marine. Keep it up there. I shall not fear. There's nothing to be scared of in this life other than your own mediocrity. And all you need to do to stop that from being the case is go after what you want. Hopefully that video helped you find it. I'll see you on the next one, amigo. Whoop out!